forgive me for bringing my laptop into this, or I don't know, perhaps thank me because it'll help organize my thoughts. This post, this addition to my channel, is about titled "Revealing the Curve," and if you've clicked on the YouTube link from either the blog or the email that I sent out, this is some ad hoc reflection on summarization, perhaps, of how I portray these people that I know next to nothing about. Bernoulli, 1655 to 1705, pointed to the curve, pointed in the direction of it, but never really worked it out. Is my impression of the role that Bernoulli played at that point in time. And then Euler came along, 1707 to 1783, and working with springs and a weight and gravity, he plotted out the curve that is due his name, the Euler spiral. I came to know that curve called the Euler spiral through a different person that came to it in a different way other than the way Euler did. And to make that transition between the Euler spiral and the Cornu spiral, in terms of how the curve got its name, is a guy named Fresnel, who was 1788 to 1827. And he revealed the calculus of the curve. And using that calculus, Cornu, from 1841 to 1902, in researching diffraction of light using Fresnel's equations, his integrals in calculus, came up with the same spiral, and it more popularly became known as the Cornu spiral, even though Euler predates that. To complicate matters further, Cesaro, from 1859 to 1906, in his research on applications of the curve, named it, and I don't know how to pronounce the word, Clothoid, like Clothoid, or there's a whole web page devoted to different points of view about how to name it. This name, which comes from the Greek word meaning to twist by spinning. So the Euler spiral, the Cornu spiral, or the Clothoid, as names for this curve, my entrance into it was with Cornu and his documented science before I knew anything about any of the others. And Cornu, the Cornu spiral is this shape, okay, right? That is part of the Michael Euler trademark, and I had no idea that any of this math and physics was part of my discovery of oppositional rotation, other than through witnessing a top with a pin at the end of it reversing direction. That was my clue into axes rotate in different directions as part of the way things stabilize in space. Things, bodies, even water balloons. What it represents is the presence of the curve in the physics of the way we move through space, and how much it can impact the degree of control we exercise when we use the image to embrace the physics. The curve is pretty cool.